Imagine buying a home, but selling it for a profit before you even move in. That sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly how many real estate investors make money with pre-construction homes, through something called appreciation and assignments. In today's video, I'll explain how this works and why investors love it, and how you could use the same strategy to build wealth even before the closing date. When most people think about real estate, they imagine buying a home, getting a mortgage, and living there. But investors think differently. They see opportunities before the home is even built. With pre-construction, you lock in the price today. By the time the project is finished, in 3 to 4 years, the market value could be much higher. That difference is where the money is made. And the best part, sometimes you don't even need to wait for the keys. You can assign or sell your contract to another buyer before the closing. Let's start with appreciation. When you buy a pre-construction property, you agree on today's price with the builder. Let's say you bought a condo for $500,000 in 2025. The builder promises to deliver it by 2029. Now imagine, in 2029, similar condos in the same area are selling for $700,000. Guess what? Your condo is now worth $200,000 more than what you agreed to pay, without you doing a single renovation, without tenants, without even owning the keys yet. That's the power of appreciation. Here's the catch. Appreciation isn't guaranteed. It depends on the market, the location, and the timing. But historically, in cities like Toronto, Mississauga, Vancouver, prices have trended upwards over longer periods. That's why investors love pre-construction. They lock in today's price and let the time do the heavy lifting. Now, let's talk about the second strategy, assignments. An assignment is when you sell your pre-construction contract to another buyer before the project is completed. You're not selling the property itself, because it doesn't exist yet. You're selling your right to buy it at the original price you locked in with the builder. Here's an example. You buy a pre-con condo for $500,000. 2 years later, demand is high and the buyers are willing to pay $600,000 for a similar unit in the same project. You assign your contract to a new buyer at $600,000. That means you walk away with $100,000 in profit before the condo is even built. It's like flipping a paper contract instead of flipping a house. No renovations, no tenants, no property taxes during those years, just pure contract profit. Now, every builder has different rules. Some allow assignments freely, some charge a fee, and some don't even allow them at all. That's why you need to check your agreement carefully. But when it's done right, assignments can be a powerful tool and a way to cash out early. So, why do investors chase appreciation and assignments? Because it's about leverage. In pre-construction, you're not paying the full price upfront. You're usually just putting down deposits in stages, maybe 15% to 20% over a couple of years. That smaller investment controls a much bigger asset. For example, you might invest $80,000 in deposits on a $500,000 condo. If the value rises to $600,000, your profit is $100,000. That's more than your deposit itself. In other words, your money worked harder than it ever could by sitting in a bank account. And if you do an assignment, you don't even need to worry about getting a mortgage or closing costs. You just sell your contract and keep the profit. That's why many investors never intended to actually live in their pre-construction properties. For them, it's a business move. Of course, this isn't free money. There are risks. The market might not appreciate as expected. If prices stay flat or fall, you won't make much. Assignments aren't always easy, guys. You need buyers who are willing to take over your contract. And remember, there are fees, assignment fees, legal costs, and sometimes taxes on profit. That's why investors who succeed with this strategy always do their homework, picking the right builder, the right location, and having a backup plan in case the market slows down. So here's the truth. Buying pre-construction isn't just about owning a future home. It's also about creating opportunities to make money before closing. Appreciation lets you build equity just by waiting. Assignments lets you profit without even taking possession. For regular buyers, this might sound surprising, but for investors, it's one of the smartest ways to build wealth in the Canadian real estate economy. If you're thinking about investing, always remember, knowledge is your biggest tool. Understand how appreciation works, learn the rules of assignments, and partner with the right realtor and lawyer. Now tell me in the comments, would you hold your pre-con until closing, or would you assign it early for a quick profit?